Good morning, YouTube. How about we dwell into this dark abyss called the Elden Ring? We're going to create a new character. On this particular playthrough, I'm going to actually allow all of the trailers and movies to play to completion, since there are some people that I personally know that are watching that have never seen the game, so I want them to be able to see everything as well. Alright, I'll do Astrologer. I always just start with Astrologer. Or, you know what? Actually, no. Abandon this character? Yeah, we'll abandon it. We'll make it fun. We'll start as Wretched. Alright. Wretched. Well, you get to choose between a bunch of different items that you'll start with on the game. This particular one, the Crimson Amber Medallion, for instance. Does it allow me to... I never did... I always hated that it doesn't put the description to the right, but it's over here at the very top. This one just increases the maximum HP, so that's a good one to start with. I wouldn't recommend this one. It's either the Medallion or the Fang and Bashes or the Golden Seed, or typically the ones that people start with, but I'll start with the Golden Seed. It's going to be important, seeing as how I'm going to die a lot. I like Truth Seeker, that's it. We'll just start with that. YouTube will be the name of it. If I can type. And 3, 2, 1, and go. Good morning, Burnell.
The fallen leaves tell a story.
Let me know if the audio ain't loud enough for y'all.
The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands. The ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion. The loathsome Dung-Eater. And Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. And become the Elden Lord.
Well, interesting opening, ain't it? My favorite part is Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. Unfortunately, the only bad thing is my computer's slow, so it takes a second to actually start. Any minute now would be nice. Ah, there it goes. I thought it completely crashed or something for a second. I noticed that since the DLC has been released, at least with the PC game and the PlayStation 5, it has crashed quite a few times on us. Tarnish Wizened Finger. The names of these items in this game is bizarre. This is just pretty much the starting area, obviously, but I don't. You pretty much just go here to die, unless like I know with my +1 character I beat this thing. But it's not much I can do. Ooh. And I'm dead. But that's expected. So here's the next cutscene. This is where you get to meet my favorite girl in the whole video game. Until we kill her.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Violating the Golden Order already. Honestly, you know, I've played this game a little bit, but I still don't understand what the whole Golden Order and all of that lore is. Yay! Now we are officially playing. So the game just kind of like throws you, throws you into the middle of the world, so to speak. Hold on one second. Excuse me. But if you jump down this hole, this is the tutorial area. Ooh, we're going to sneak up on them. Pop! Uh-oh, he's seen me. I forget. This is if you can one-hand your weapons, or you can two-hand them for a, what is it, a 50% boost to the strength. It does a lot more. See, this is when I would have enjoyed starting out as a mage, or but anyway, because you had been able to kill him. I can't do anything with him right now, but you'll get him when you go up there. But I like having ranged attacks. The guy at the top there was shooting with his arrow. Down. You can't get me. Try again. Nope. You go down. Go down. Get. Bye. This game is so interesting with some of the move sets that the weapons have. See, we can crouch and hide. Now these statues, they allow you, normally when you die, you return back to the last grace, the little yellow lights that I stopped at the beginning of the game. You'll either respawn back there or you'll respawn here if you are within range of one of these. Oh, what a bad way to start. Beat the heck out of him. He was the tutorial boss. Do not think that the bosses in this game are anywhere near that easy. That was one of my mistakes when I started. Now these are the graces that I was telling you about. You rest, you rest at the different graces, and this is where you'll level up your character. I don't have that option yet, as you'll see in a few minutes. The golden seed that I requested to keep earlier as a keepsake. Oh, hold on. Its main thing is it will allow me to have more usages of my flask. And the flask, allows you to heal yourself or replenish your mana, depending on how you have your flask allocated. Right now, since I'm not using any kind of magic or, mana-related spells or incantation, well, no. Yeah, there's some incantations that require FP. I keep saying mana, but in this game they call it FP. But since I don't need any of that, I'm just going to stick it all in health replenishing potion. If you had a swordless key, you could start the game with a swordless key. That was one of the keepsakes, I believe. You'll put it here and it will unblock this fog. But I didn't choose to have one, so I don't have one right now. And all these items that I'm collecting, like these fingers and stuff, that's just mainly for if you're interested in doing PvP. Or, yeah, PvP or co-op. Like if you need help from other people. I believe. When it comes to the multiplayer aspect of this game, I'm still very much... I don't understand it because it kind of confuses me. It takes me a few times of laying down the summoning signs and different things just to be able to get them to work. Let's see. Can't remember the... Ah, that's how you do it. Had to put my item away.
Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me, Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, the path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave. Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly. To Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted.
All right. He's pretty much, he's a, oh God, he is a bizarre, interesting character when you start to go down his quest line. But ultimately, we will probably, I don't know if I'm going to do his quest line. I'm probably not going to do his quest line on the stream, but because there's another way I want to go to get to Castle Mogue. But he is how you get to Mogwin. Pretty early in the game, actually, if you want to get there. I highly don't recommend going to Mogwin early in the game. Oh yeah, I forget to tell you, don't be a noob. And where's he at? That guy, don't go run over there and attack him. He will kick your ass. There's no hope for you. He will win. Church of Ela, or Ella, I guess. Now, the guy sells something that I recommend everybody get when you first play. And if you don't have any runes to start, runes, by the way, are at the very bottom right of the screen. That's where you'll see like the in-game quote-unquote currency. But if you pick this up, this will give you a golden rune, rank 2. And when you sell it, it will give you enough runes to be able to get the item that I want you to get. Smithing stones are how you will level up your character. I mean, not your character, but your weapons. That's how you'll level them up.
You're a tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods.
Kale. He's actually my favorite merchant. If you go to recommendations just to save time, all he's going to do is tell you he recommends to buy his crafting kit. So the crafting kit is here. It allows you to be able to pick up items within the world and craft them into different things to be able to help you along your way. Now I want to sell him that golden rune for 400. Then I'll go back and purchase the torch.
Goodbye. Nice to do business.
Nice to do business with you too. Oh, I guess in this fashion we're supposed to go over here and wave.
Hey!
Okay, now that was just never mind. That was a weird walking animation. Oops. I didn't have my weapon. Gotta go, I have to go around and collect things. I craft a lot of items when I play. I mean, might as well kill everything when we are out. Hopefully, we'll get these guys to drop us some of their armor pretty early. You don't see me. Peekaboo. I really need them to drop me some of their armor. That would be nice. No. Hey. Nope, just a bolt. Now this is neat. If you see these little glowing skulls within the world, you can whack them, and they'll give you runes. Like free runes, just floating around there. And they say this game is hard. Ooh. What? Oh yeah, I don't want to go in there yet. I made the mistake before of doing that. Yeah. Oop. My little chat screen over here keeps it's covering up. I see where you saying when you kill an animal, does it, and there's something blocking my screen, it for food. But no, you don't have to eat in this game. That's one thing you don't do. Now you can, I don't have any yet. When I get some, I'll show you. There are some edible kind of items that you can craft, but that particular animal just dropped some bone, which I think is useful to make arrows in this game and throw in daggers. There we go. Much better. Had to fix my the YouTube chat screen so I can actually see it better. Okay, so we're going to go here and talk because we have another cutscene. Yay! The beginning is full of them. Trust me, they start to slow down soon.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord.
Ooh. Is it a 2024 Honda Accord? That'd be nice.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
Have y'all ever heard of them fingers?
They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
I suppose we'll accept.
Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring. Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
Alright, so now we can level up because we now have a maiden, which she's going to play the role of. But
Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment,
for about a
share them
moment,
with me. Your thoughts, your ambitions, the principles you would follow.
your thoughts, your ambitions, the principles that you would follow. Okay, so the very beginning is going to be tricky. Do we want to go with our intellect now? Or do we want to go ahead and go the route of vigor? I think I'll go ahead and just do vigor. Ooh, no. Don't have enough to go but once. But now that we've got our celestial steed whistle, say that 2 times, well, 10 times fast. We'll make that there. And now we have our little buddy Torrent. He can double jump. I could teleport to where I need to go, but why do that? I'll do it. I'll walk around so everybody can see the world a little bit. Gold tinged extra nut. Ew. Golden shit. Nice. Now, I didn't know this until much later, but if you have to come here and, well, if you rest, somebody will pop up over there. I thought she should. Let me teleport here. Just to see if it, maybe it has to reload.
This way, Tarnished.
Yeah.
May I have a word? A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
Yes, I can call him.
Ah, as I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master.
The Spirit Calling Bell. This will allow us to be able to summon our spirits within the game that will help us in battle. And you get a beginning one, and it's the Ashes of Wolf.
'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erd Tree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly. as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
Thank you. Alright, so I guess we will put it here. And the problem is, like, right now, you can't use them. You can only summon your ashes when you are in a specific area. And when we get into one, I'll point it out to you. Oop. Well, I kind of missed out on her ending part, but all she does is tell you that she doesn't think that she'll see you anymore. Whatever. Anyway, you see at the towards the middle of the screen at the left-hand side, there's like looking like a tombstone above Barbaric War. That is what will notify you when you are allowed to use your spirit summoning ashes, or whatever they call it. But you can only use them when that icon is appeared. First things first, we need a map. So we're going to go over here and get us one. I'm not even going to bother fighting any of these. There it is. Now that we got the map, we're going to go over here and get the next grace. Collect that ring. There it is. Now, when you go to a grace and you rest, you immediately remove all aggro against you and an enemy. So if one of them's coming after you, and hold on one second, I have to fix something that's quite annoying to me. There we go. Much better. I had to turn off hearing myself in my ears with the microphone. That was just insane. But anyway, whenever you go to the grace, it will allow you to be able to de-aggro enemies off of you. That's one of the most important things. But just remember that if you get invaded by another player, it will not help you. You can rest, and they can still come after you. At least it has with me. I don't know if they've changed it or not.
Oi! You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
Now, what would you do? You're walking around, and all of a sudden you hear a voice telling you,
You?
"Boy,
Yeah, you there? Stop pretending you can't see me.
So, these, by the way, in case you wanted to know, they are messages
Why won't
that
anyone look me in the
people
eye? I'm
leave
not that
in the
ugly,
world.
am I?
Ooh. There we go. But yeah, those are messages that people leave in the world, and I would just simply ignore them for right now. But anyway, if you want to go, it took me forever to figure this out, but
Oi!
if you whack this, he'll come out.
What do you that for?
Now, that would have took me forever to figure out.
Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok. I was
Hi,
pushed out
Bok.
of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really. Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me.
Well, I suppose we'll forgive you since Bach's out here giving shrooms out.
Or, well, if you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Well, then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon.
All right. Okay, so his main thing when you play the game, he is a seamstress, or whatever the word would be for a male. Tailor, I guess, would really be the best way. But anyway, he's a tailor, and he'll alter your armor sets throughout the game. These little things carrying little balls of what should be shit. These are they carrying. If you see the white one, it's carrying an ash of war. If you see a red one, it's carrying HP. It's carrying an item. Well, it refills your HP flask. That's the way to put it. God, that was confusing to get out. But anyway, and then the blue one does what you would expect. It replaces the blue, which I don't have. The cerulean tears. Anywho, get back on track. That's the Cavalry Knight. There's no way I could. I mean, there's a way you can actually cheese it. You can go to the bridge and do a weird maneuver where you kind of like go around the bridge and then you hop on and he'll follow you and he falls to his death or something. But I don't know that particular one, but I will be showing you one in a little bit. We need to go about right here. Got a long walk. So, I heard that the DLC that just came out is actually about 70% the size of the original game world. So, basically, the DLC is... it's like getting a whole nother game. And I have not even come close to being able to touch the DLC. Keep on going. We're trying to get to the Third Church of America. Really don't like going through the mist area right now because they got all these big ass bears, and if one of them things come running and chasing you, Third Church of America. This is your Wondrous Physique flask. It, like you have a flask that refills your health, and you got a flask that refills your mana or FP, whatever you call it. But this one right here allows you to customize a flask with different tiers that have different effects. For instance, if I go here now, we got a new option to mix it. If I mix it, I have 2 open slots. But I only have 1 tier right now. But as you can see, there's a lot in the world that you can pick from. But this one restores half of my HP. So I'll go ahead and equip that. So now it's like essentially I got 5 flask plus a half. Sacred Tears, I should have got that first before I came over here, but the Sacred Tear, like the Golden Seed, allows you to have more usages of your flask before it runs empty. The Tears allow you to increase the amount that is replenished by each use. So you want a lot of these so that every time you drink, you only have to drink 1 potion to fill up your HP bar instead of having to drink 2, for instance. We're not going to talk to Melania or any of that. Right, so we're going to go to behind this building. There's some water, and there should be a secret portal. Now, you actually get a quest line that will show you this portal, but since I already know it's here, I'm going to go ahead and take it. Now, this portal is going to take us into, into Caelid. Right where the I can't remember his name. Barak. This little grunty looking thing. You just got some. He wants something called Death Root. And when we find some, he gets all kinds of. He is hooked on Death Root like crack. And he has a whole freaking like DT withdrawal fit when you give him like 3 or 4 of them. Oh shit! I did not want to do that. You want to get the grace, but you don't want to rest at it.
To determine
because now she's going to send me all the way back to the Round Table Hold.
Truly have you, if you had the mettle to endure this long and arduous path. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hold, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace. Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
She's always wanting to touch up on all my sexy body. Look at her looking at my abs. Round Table Hold. This is... it's a safe spot. Let's put it that way. And there are many different NPCs here that have different quest lines, depending on what you want to go through. This guy right here, Brother Cohen, I think that's his name.
I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Round Table
Corin.
Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the Two Fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a Tarnished of the Round Table Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace. You do? Wonderful news. Most Tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the Two Fingers?
So that's why I just got quiet, because I was like, well, heck, he's going to go ahead and explain who he is and what he does. But yeah, this is where you go. He'll teach you incantations. Now, incantations are not sorcery. They require faith. As you see where it says attributes required, intellect, faith, arcane. No intellect, no arcane, but you have to have faith. That's what incantations are part of. Whereas I'm more into sorceries, which uses intellect.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
We're not going to go and talk through all these people. That would take way too long. But we are going to introduce a few of them that are important for the playthrough.
You're a new face. No matter. It's all the same.
The white thing you see
Out
walking
your
around,
arms.
that's another player.
Let's get smithing.
This game, the way it's designed, is occasionally, randomly throughout the world, you'll see like the ghostful apparition of another player. And that's just, I actually like it. It allows me to be able to see sometimes, like if I can't figure out where I need to jump off of a building to land somewhere, I just look for, I can see some ghosts jumping, and that kind of like gives me a clue. But this is Master Hugh, and he is going to be obviously your blacksmith. But he has a story, and it intertwines, so I'm going to allow you to listen to it.
I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner, and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it. No, don't read too much into it. Well, no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
Sheer terror of her. Of her what? That we'll find out later. Anyway, so that's all he's going to tell us about right now. To strengthen your item, like I said earlier, you need smithing stones. So I can actually level up this club, but I'm not. I mean, I'm not going to waste on to level up a club. Anyway, that's the only one I believe is important for you to see here right now. There will be more available later. Specifically, I know every one of y'all that are watching right now are very interested in seeing what is behind this door here that is blocked shut. But we'll have to wait until we kill Godric. Anyway, let me get out of here. Here's the map of what I got so far. See, we were here originally where that church was, and it had that portal, and that portal took us, there it goes, over here. So this is the Beastal Sanctuary on where Garok is at, that crackhead for death. Alright, now we're back to where we should have been to begin with. I don't think I have to ask anybody, do you think it's a good idea if I go over there and whack them? So I think I'm just going to go this way. Just to be safe. Better safe than sorry. In this area right here, it proves to you size does not matter. These little things here will fuck you up if you let them get near you. Golden seed, you'll find those on those trees. That's we got one when we started because I chose that as my beginning keepsake, but normally that is how you'll get golden seeds. That or by beating golden seed beast. Oh god, those are creepy and aggravating to fight. Alright, so here begins the fun. We're going to try to see how many tries is it going to get me to cheat one little thing. Because I started out as a wretched for y'all to be able to see, you know, starting from nothing going into the game. versus, playing a class that already had stuff. But that means it's going to take a very long time to get the beginning items that we need because we're going to have to grind a lot. So I'm going to skip a lot of that by trying to kill this big old dragon. Oh, fuck. Run! Although I say run, but I don't really want to kind of go out of range. Oh, now I really do want to run. I want to run really, really, really fast. What I'm doing is I'm trying to lure him to a particular spot, but I just don't want... I've noticed that since they patched the game, when I try to do this, it's not as consistent as it used to be. So that's why I felt the need to lure him a little bit longer, because sometimes he just completely de-aggroes off of me. Oh shoot, now I can't get this to work at all. Come on now. Ugh. I suppose it don't matter. I wanted to make, had to go back anyway to get his attention. There we go. Come on, please. I don't know if we're going to get him or if he's going to de-aggro. See, this is what's happened since the update. Normally, he would just come straight across the bridge. Okay. Yeah, he's going, so we're fine. At least we've got the chance to do it. But since the update, I noticed that he'll get stuck at the end of the bridge, and then the whole boss battle will just de-aggro. The tree kind of allows you, it acts as a, what do you call it? It has collision on it, and so the fire can't go through it, and that's how you don't get harmed. It didn't work. It didn't work. Almost did. Actually, did it? Yeah, it did work. It just, in a weird, funky spot. It looks like it worked. I think he kind of broke it, did. Mr. Dragon! You're not being a good sport. I don't have anything that'll do some kind of damage from the distance. I'm trying to see if I can whack him with that. Yeah. I'm wanting to see if that would... Okay, that's what I figured it was going to do. Because he was stuck there. See, it'll glitch sometimes, like... I don't know, do you call it glitch a glitch? But... it killed me. He killed me before I actually, before the grace effect took in to de-aggro him. Oh well. See, we're just right here, so it's no big deal. We'll try it again. When you see what happens, it's interesting. Now this is where when you die, you have to see, you go back and find this, and you collect it, and it gives you the runes back that you had on you before you died. Oh, computer's doing that freezy thing. Run, 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 run. I don't think, I'm not sure if he's actually going to come. A little far away. Okay, we're good. When you start seeing them shooting fire like that, that's usually my sign that we're okay. What I'm waiting for is for him to do his upward fly attack, because then he will launch up and try to land on top of me. But seeing as how I'm in that tree, he can't, and he gets kind of stuck. That's what we're waiting on. Nope. Up there again. So this was 2 tries. I forgot. We do have a golden seed that we collected. Might as well get that. So now we're up to 6 that we can use. And they refill every time that you go to the grace. I don't know if I said that or not. Come on. I wish I knew how to do this, you know, without screwing it up. Like, I wish I knew the method to get this to work perfectly. I can get it to work. I've done it, you know, several times, but the problem is it's never consistent. And it takes so long just to get that very slim chance. Come on. Jesus. Anyone need a lighter? I think this time, instead of falling down here, I'm going to try to run that way and then slingshot around. Hopefully that will allow... if he'll actually continue. There he goes. Now he's going to do a lunge attack. He should do a fire one and then he'll fly. Yeah, got it. Come on. There you go. So we got us a T-posing dragon. And just like that, we have killed the great enemy and got us 80,000 runes. Now this is where we're going to start having some fun. But first, we need... yeah, we'll go ahead and put some stats in. Let's level up our vigor. We're going to make that... I typically don't need too much vigor. I need a lot of mind, though. Intelligence, so I'm going to have to start sacrificing. So I'll make everything 20. There we go. I think that'll work for right now. 20. There we go. I feel more comfortable doing that. Had to give myself a little bit more mind, or well, than I need. I needed more mind so that I could have more mana to be able to cast spells. We're much stronger than we were, but we are still weak because we don't have a damn thing. So, this begins the long and terrible track of trying to get some items for ourselves. I suppose the best thing to do... actually, you know what? I know exactly what we're going to do. And while we're doing this, this is going to allow some of y'all to get to see the finger reader. Well, one of them. Lump of flesh. Calling for help. Nope. I'm not even going to be here. I'm just going to keep running. Another golden seed. As you progress further in the game, you're going to notice you need more and more of those seeds to be able to get an additional flask. Ah. The horse is really hard to control. That's a stone sword key. Remember the fog earlier where I told you if I had one of these keys, you could put it in and it would open the door for you? That's one of them. You can find them randomly throughout the world, or you can buy them from vendors in different places. Cujo, back the fuck off.
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it.
Alright, so basically you'll find I don't think they actually they do have her story, but basically all she is she's somebody that's from normality or royalty, I guess is the word. So she's royalty and she's from a place beyond the lands between, like another, continent or something. But nonetheless, her and her people were on their way or passing by here or something, and they went to that castle, and there's a guy there called Godric. And Godric, of course, being the balls, he's called Godric the Grafted, and he will remove body parts and stuff off of different creatures and add them to himself. So that's what she was talking about, that when she came over, all of her people got their body parts all cut up and attached to the spiders, the grafted spiders and stuff. It's bizarre.
You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us two peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, having your arms cut off. Or legs. Or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven. Oh, I know. Can you take this little one along with you?
Okay, so she's going to give us our spirit jellyfish ash. And I really like, I like having it because there's this really, I think it's adorable little scene that will happen much later in the game. But you specifically have to have this ash. Although I don't recommend actually using this ash. It sucks for, its general purpose. Alright. Get my controller.
The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It'll be glad of your company, I think, the little un.
You can obviously tell not long, that this game is definitely voice acted in the UK. I was like, I didn't know this was a UK game at first. No one ever told me. I'm just putting something up, so that's what I'm doing real quickly. If you wonder why I'm not playing, give me 1 second. All right. So we've talked to her. We got the jellyfish. That's the main thing that we needed from her. Now I'm gonna take y'all to go see the finger readers. Need to get your fortune told, huh? Got everybody. Make sure you get everybody around so y'all can all get the fingers read. Well, if I can get past this damn tree.
Please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers. you. Head to the foundation of gold tarnished. Traverse Rea Lucaria, glintstone eventide, and reunite the half crescents at the grand lift. Oh, but the bridge is collapsed and cannot be crossed. Only, why should that matter? Stormvale Castle still stands tall.
All right. That's all she pretty much does. They are all highly obsessed to see your fingers. I don't know what it is about your damn fingers, but they love your fingers. Little secret passageway. Normally, after you would go through Stormvale Castle, and it would take you over here. But if you know about the back way like this, you can actually get to Rea Lucaria easier. Well, Rea Lucaria, that's the academy. I mean, Lorania, the Lakes, I think it's the name of the town. I mean, the area. Nope. Not interested in Cujo. Yeah, Lorena. I don't know how to pronounce these things. I'm going to butcher the damn name, so just expect that. Everybody makes fun of the idea of how I pronounce everything. Another grace? We will accept it. Now, at this point here, before we continue, I'm going to take me about a 1-minute break. I just need to go run and use the restroom real quickly, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's see, get back on my horse. Church of Irith. It stops.
You're tarnished, aren't you? Then perhaps you could spare some runes. Believe it or not, I studied glintstone sorceries at the Academy of Rea Lucaria. For a small donation, I'd be happy to share my knowledge.
Rea Lucaria is a massive building in this area. Consider it more like a university for glintstone sorceries, magic of glintstone. And to sum it up, to make it easier, there was a war that broke out, and Rhea Lucaria, the people in control over it, decided that, hey, we don't want no part of it. We're going to stay neutral. So they put up a force field. Well, right when they put up the force field, our little man Thought here decided he wanted to go out and pick berries or something. And when he ran out to go do what he did, he got himself locked out of the academy. And now he can't get in unless we give him a key. And unfortunately, you can't just go and get a key. A key is bounded to the user until death. So we need a key. So that's one. And he wants a key. So we got to find another key. But the main thing is for us to get the key. But he has a very depressing storyline. It's really sad, but it's sad, but it's empowering. But anyway, we'll continue to let you listen to a story.
Well, bless you, bless you. You're a true saint. My name is Topes. Presuming you're interested, I can teach you sorceries, as promised. Only, none of them are particularly great.
Thops calls himself a lot of times throughout the game as a bluntstone. Bluntstone, in the game, you're going to see that glintstones are normally very sharp and protruding objects, whereas he calls himself bluntstone, meaning that he's already accepted the idea he's not very intelligent. And as you know, intelligence is kind of what's important to sorcery, but nonetheless, he does have a few important spells that we can utilize right now. Specifically, I'm going to get this Glintstone Pebble. That's going to be the main thing for right now. But Glintstone Pebble does us no good. We actually kind of need something else. Maybe a staff. To be able to cast it would help. Just a little. There is I'm trying to remember where the guy's at on top of my head. I know he's at the Grace, so I need to get down first. I had to get my bearings real quickly. I thought there was a chest in here. Maybe not. Once I finish doing this last little bit of collecting, we'll actually be able to really start the game. This is all of the stuff. Can you imagine if we didn't have the 80,000 rooms that I just got us, real quickly? How long this would have really took?
You're new. Surprised you found me in my little nook. No matter. Your money's as good as anyone else's. Why don't you take a look at my wares? Oh, but don't ask me how I got my hands on them, eh?
Have a look at my wares, but don't ask me how I got a hold of them. That don't sound suspicious at all. But anyway, nonetheless, this guy sells, what do you know, astrologer robe, all the goodies, staff. So first things first, honestly, no, we are not going to purchase the staff, and you will see why in just a moment. We are going to go ahead, however, and purchase the robes and the pants. Sorry, all y'all that like looking at my characters, but the time is over. Can't be looking at them for long. See, there you go. There's your one last good little spin around in case you need it. I don't really need these either. These are little throwing knives that you can throw at enemies in case. I'm just trying to sell whatever I can to buy all of the pieces. I'm still going to be short. Oh, well, I think I have something else I could sell. No, not those. Yeah, I can sell him this. Oh, I can't sell it because it's currently equipped. So let me... Nah. I was going to unequip it so then I could sell it, but I'm like, no, it'd be more like I do that, and then we get where we got to go, and I have nothing. So, there's another way. This little thing, remember the little ash that I got from killing that little dung beetle thing? Well, I don't particularly need this since I am going to be a sorcerer, so I wanted to go ahead and sell it for the 300. So we only need now 125 more. Do I have anything else? No. Might just, yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. But I have to unequip it. There we go. Shoot. Come on.
Not everyone can tell how good my wares are. You've a discerning eye, you have.
Oh, well, thank you. Sell. That's what I want to do. Sell this. 975. I got 10 of these. Well, I got 9 of them, so that's another 90. So that should be enough now to be able to purchase. Yeah, the gloves. So now we have all the astrologers set. Put the hat on, the robe, the gloves, the trousers. Next, we're going to work on getting us our, you know, our weapon. But there's a particular one that I want. So we're going to go ahead and get that. Which is going to require me going all the way back here again. And we get to go down our favorite little area, Kaled, home of the Scarlet Rot. Come on now. There you go. I need to get, there we go, up there. Yes, that would actually be good. I'll take that. Thank you. Here's another one. Ooh. These are good because you use them when you craft sleeping potions. All right. Now we're back where we need to be. I'm not... do I... No. I'm not going to go to the church. I know that there's a grace there. I'm not going to go get it because if we get too close to it, we're going to get invaded by NPC. And remember, I just sold our weapon. So that might be a bad idea to get invaded. Yeah, back on the horse. Now I need to get down. Obviously not that way. By the way, this is Caelid. And Caelid is full of rot. You'll learn more about that later. It's way too early to worry about Caelid. I'm only here because I know somewhat where I need to go. Ooh, I'm running for my life, by the way. I can't open my map yet, so I know I'm not safe. But yeah, I believe this is where I need to be. Anyone familiar with this game would already know what I'm about to do. But over here, there is this old town that's falling apart. Actually, it's way beyond falling apart.
Welcome.
He doesn't have anything I'm interested in. But I do want to get over here without dying. Is that safe? Okay. Ooh. All right. I don't know if you saw that quickly, but I went in there and grabbed this meteorite staff, and it's pretty much the strongest staff that we can use for right now for a pretty significant chunk of the game. Until I get to Intellect 52, I will be using this one. And this is one of the strong gravity spells, which I'll show you now. The meteorite staff, if you notice, as far as attribute scaling, if you in strength it scales as a D, but intellect it scales as an S, which means it's extremely well to scale with, of course, intellect. Just like this torch, for instance, the more strength you have, the more dexterity you have, the more damage you'll do if you hit somebody with this torch. Same principle, except for this one has magic. And if you look down, passive effects, it boosts gravity sorcery, which is why I specifically went and grabbed this one spell, because this is a gravity spell. And with this meteorite staff, we'll get extra damage. If all that makes any kind of sense. We don't have any talismans right now, but we do now have a staff. So with that in mind, we're just going to go ahead and say we are done with Caelid for right now. We will go ahead and go back to the Third Church of America, because I want to get the map fragment here. That'll be a good thing for us to do. Go ahead and get the map fragments and not have to worry about at least that. Oh yeah, first things first. We have the tier. Yes, I forgot about that. But more importantly, we have a spell. So, as you can see, right now, I can only equip 2 spells. And what do you know? I happen to have exactly 2 spells. So I'm going to go ahead and equip both of those. And you can only change your spells at a grace. That's it. Now, like, when I'm fighting enemies or whatever, I can, as you can see, I can switch between the spells that I selected at the grace. But once you leave the grace, that's it. Until you go back. So you got to think about what you're going to try to be doing so you can get the right spells you'll need to achieve that task. Okay, number 2. That's where we're headed. Come on now. Embarrassing me. Oh shit, here's some bears. I hate bears. There's our map frag. Oh shit. Didn't get it. Run! Minor Erd tree, yeah. So whenever you see these minor Erd trees, ultimately they're going to have a tier. Now, most of the time, this is a very rare exception, but most of the time they're going to have a I didn't know that the owl's eyes glow. I didn't know they were part of that. Anyway, so on creatures in the world, if their eyes are glowing fiery red, sometimes like that, that's usually a sign that you'll get extra experience points. But the birds just typically don't give you hardly any anyway, so it was weird that he had them. But anyway, back to what I was saying there. Minor Erd trees, they will give you a tier, but in order to get it, for the most part, there's going to be a avatar that's there that you're going to have to fight. We just got lucky that the first one, they don't give you one. Another Ash of War for Slam Ground. Ground Slam. Ugh. Alright. We want to go, I think, here. So that's number 4. Well, I really didn't need to go here, honestly, but I marked the wrong one on the map. That's not going to do us any good. Axe Talisman. Now, you see this big-ass bear? This thing right here is not good, and he's waking up. Oh, he woke up. Oh, he woke up. Yes, he woke up. Go, 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 go. I need to remark my map. That's really where I needed to go. Now, this next spot that I'm going is going to be our primary instructor throughout the game. She's going to be the one that's going to teach us our spells and the storyline that I personally want to play through. Oh Lord, Pumpkinhead. Ugh. Oh shit. I was not prepared for Pumpkinhead. Forgot. I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. And in my defense, I got stuck on something. I couldn't roll anywhere. But remember what I said earlier, that if you were close to one of those statues, you could revive there, and we are, so no biggie. Yeah, see, this is why you don't just run into things in this particular game. Although I'm bad about doing it. All the time. So I'm trying to find where I need to go now. Oh. Leave me alone. No, I don't want your poison. Okay. Now we'll try to do it. There we go. It's hard to see with these walls, so Torrent makes it so much easier since you kind of like hop over them. There. Now let's try this again. Except for this time, we're going to play it the right way. Oh shoot! I forgot to redo our flask. Oh shit! I don't have, oh, thank God the dogs did it. The dogs took care of it. I made a big oopsie. Well, hey, well, thank God for the dogs. I need to go to Flask, allocate, and now flip this there. Because I need just about as much mana as I'm going to need his health. Either way. Catastrophe, you know, was avoided. All was well. Here's our teacher.
Tarnished, are we? I wonder you should turn up here. I am Selen, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here? Ah, a yen for glintstone sorceries. Well, your aptitude does appear passable, but one must choose one's masters wisely. I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria as a reviled, apostate witch. Do you still wish to learn from me? Well, you are a piece of work. Very well. You are now my protege in glintstone sorcery. But I refuse to coddle or cast kind words. Never. Anticipate grievances, young apprentice.
She got kicked out of Rea Lucaria. Yeah. She got kicked out of there because she wants to... She's not happy with the status quo of glintstone sorcery, and she wants to dwell into this thing called the primal glintstone, but it's supposed to be taboo because it does some... It usually fucks people up when they you know, see it, and so it's been banned. She wants to mess around with it, so she got exiled ultimately. This is who you'll go to if we want to give any of our scrolls that we're going to find throughout the world, and the scrolls will allow us the ability to gain new spells.
Ah, is that a scroll? Takes me back to my academy days. Very well. This is sorcery with which I'm not entirely unfamiliar. I'll be sure to incorporate it into one of your lessons. Never lose that inquisitive spirit, my apprentice.
Alright, we got... I already bought the glintstone pebble, so we don't even need to worry about that one. I want to get the great glintstone, so that's 2,000. That's the only one that she's got right now that I really care about. So we'll come back later. But the important part was to get this grace here and to beat the enemy so that we could visit her later. Where do I want to go next? Probably will help if I get out of, you know, where the enemies are at. There we go. Alright, what do we need to do? What do we need to do? One downfall. You cannot upgrade. I forgot to mention that. You cannot upgrade this staff. Most weapons in this game you can upgrade with those stones to be able to make them stronger or to increase their attribute scaling. However, this staff doesn't do any of that. It's already gives you intellect at an S rank and it's done. So that's why it's going to be the only one we use until my intellect hits 52. I still don't know where in the world I want to go. Ah, okay. I know. We're going to actually start the game now, like you're supposed to. So now we're going to go to Stormvale Castle. My game does. There he goes. It does that sometimes, where the map doesn't want to load. Just wanted to give it a quick look to make sure I was going the right way. Oh shit, I was just about to say you gotta dodge. Now I'm gonna just run past all that. Get this grace here. Remember what I said. Rest at it to de-aggro. And I believe, how much do I, let's see. No, I gotta have 6,640 to level up one more, so. These right here are your summoning pools, and that's what allows you to be able to get people, friends and stuff, to play with you. And this is where the golden ones are usually where you can summon NPC characters to come and help you fight a particular enemy. So in this case, we're going to summon this guy named Roger. Rogier? I think it's Rogier. Rogier. Something like that.
Hey!
Get ready. Cutscene, cutscene.
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition. Someone must extinguish thy flame. Let it be Margit the Fell.
Oh shit. Help me. Let's get this guy down. I know he's gonna get you. Goodbye, Margaret.
Smoldering with thy meager flame, cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell omen shall brook thee no quarter.
And that was Margaret. The very first, what I call the first real boss. I'm okay with my vigor right now. Yeah, let me go ahead and put it in mind. Sounds like a safe bet. Stormvale Castle. Look at this big. Let's just admire this big building that was created. I mean, it's just astounding how, you know, they make these things. Might as well. No, I didn't need to. I already did. Okay. I couldn't remember if I already rested at grace or not.
You there? Come over here, would you? You're tarnished, aren't you? I would advise against taking the main gate into the castle. It's tightly guarded by hardened old hands. Oh, try the opening right here. The guards don't know about it. You'll breach the castle undetected. Yes, that's the spirit. You're just the
I feel like
kind
we're
of
supposed to be
tarnished
whispering
that
to
I
him.
like. I pray for your success.
Now, you think he sounds like a good guy, right? Well, you'll learn there is no such thing as a good person in the lands between. And so what he's going to do without you knowing is anytime I die when I'm in here, he's going to take 30% of all my runes when I die. And not only that, he's going to do something very shitty later on that I'm not going to point out. I'm going to let it be a surprise, but it's all his little fault. But the only reason I'm not going to kill him is because at the very end of everything, he does offer you something, and I'm hoping it makes it to where it's worth waiting and not killing him. Because in this game, you can kill anyone. Any of these NPCs, yes, you can kill them. You will suffer consequences if you do, such as you'll lock yourself out of quest lines and other things. So keep that in mind. Ooh. I know you're up there. If you can, kill these things as far away as possible. I hate the birds. And I missed out on something good because I got too excited, jumped too quickly. Crud. I wonder if I can get back up there. Ah, I think you can. Oh. I thought they made it to where you could, but no. Shit. My targeting keeps getting messed up because of this bird flying around. I don't care what anybody says. I will spam shoot those things. I do not care. I am not ashamed to admit that I hate those things, and they will kill me several times if I allow them. They got fucking blades at the end of their feet. Yeah, see? Blades. And those little things right there will cut you up. You go off cliff. No, 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 no. Go. Go. Get off. I ain't gonna let me because the heel. Well, it's because the heel is going. I'm going uphill, and it doesn't want to roll. That sucks. Anyway, all this was so I can get this smithing stone 3. Since we used up some mana potions, some cerulean, I'm going to start calling mana potions cerulean tears. And I'm going to start calling the health potions crimson tears. Because that's the technical name for them. So when I start doing that, just remember crimson is red. That means health. Cerulean is blue. And that's going to be the 8 FP, my mana. I need to get me a sword. Is what is my next thing I need to get. Because as you know, you see how this is. I'm burning. You know, as you're using magic, you obviously are burning through your cerulean tears, and I don't want to do that. So I need an actual physical weapon that doesn't use that, so I can, you know, in case I run out of my mana. Hook claws. What do you need to wear those? I don't have it. You need 14 dexterity, and I only have 10. So, nope, that's never going to be something that I wear on this character. At least not until maybe like +1 or something. Yeah, this game here doesn't, when you beat the game, you can start as a new game +1, new game +2, etc., etc. And doing so, anyway, doing so is going to make enemies much more difficult and things like that. But keeps your items. You get to keep all your items and stuff that you found from the first playthrough. So the second one does have that benefit. But like I said, the enemies are tougher. They have their own scaling for that. So yeah, you got to watch out with those guys. He'll throw the little fireballs and hit these barrels and they'll explode. Didn't expect message, therefore praise the message. All right. Anytime I find hidden messages that people leave, I usually applaud them. Now, this is where our buddy that I told you about is going to do something very shitty to us. And we're going to go in here, and there's going to be a big-ass knight that is going to be very tough, and he's probably going to... Well, no, he's not going to be tough now, because I forget that I'm not playing this game as, like, you're in... I'm not playing right now. I have all these levels that normally you wouldn't have, so... But normally you're going to get here, and this enemy is going to be really tough, and you're probably going to die. But the reason why is because he's going to lock you in here. You heard him doing his little whistle. Anyway, get the rusty key. Actually, I very well might still have a great difficulty. Yeah. It's the confined space. I suck at confined spaces. I don't know how people really can do that so easily. Well, I mean, I guess for the most part, you know, they are playing with swords and stuff, so that would be, I guess, ideal for them. But anyway, nonetheless, so I can go back and get those runes, but screw them. The important part is what I collected when I was in there, the rusty key. Yeah. It's targeting in this game kind of sucks when there's multiple enemies real close to each other. It'll untarget the one that you were wanting to target. You'll experience that with me when we go through Queen Renala. Oh god, I hate Queen Renala and her fucking sweetlings. Oh, I hate Queen Renala. Oh, well, there you go. At least you got to... Well, maybe I shouldn't rush it next time. I just done it so well the first time and just assumed, oh, well, we can just cut through this. I'm gonna cut through a lot of it, though. Such as this. This little bitch is gonna come over here and fuck with me. You see this? Look at this. You gotta watch this to appreciate it. This is kind of funny. Who's next? And you? Oof. Come on, can I push you off? Get off my floor. Sometimes you can push them. But I don't think that one's going to work with me. Oh, you little backstabbing. He threw some shit at me. You know, I'm going to actually try to take them on. Oh shit, that was a very bad idea. Very, very bad idea. Bad, Paul. Bad. Ooh, that was a bad idea. Let's get over here and get this before he gets us. If we hurry. There we go. We're safe. Can't really remember. I didn't know that one. That was a little overkill. Some throwing daggers. Can always use those. I don't know why I can't jump more than 2 inches. There we go. That was weird. Yeah, that's one way to clear everything out, ain't it? And what do we get? Oh, a golden rune. Ooh. Well, that wasn't so fun. Okay, so I guess we need to go down. Down's going to be the objective. Okay, can't pull that yet. Trying to remember. Can't remember where to go. Okay, now I see. Did I grab that, Grace? Yeah, I did. This game will confuse you with one, you know, you'll think that you've already done something and find out you haven't. Then it'll screw you later. So it's always advisable just to take a second and go double check something. Now this one here, that's a sneaky one. You saw how he did that? He was around that corner and he had one of them flaming barrels he was going to throw. Now this one here, you gotta be a little... Did it completely wrong. I'm actually gonna die to the bird. Oh, thought I was gonna die. Hate the fucking birds. Hate the damn birds. Hate them, hate them, hate the birds. Anyway, you get a smithing stone too. That's the whole reason I came over here. Because we're gonna need those, although they're not important. Now, when I do get my, you know, my future staff that I do need to scale, it's going to require me to scale all the way from level 1, so I'm going to have to make sure I have those in stock. Remember the guy who we summoned earlier that helped us fight? This is him.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Roger is the name.
Roger.
A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormvale Castle? This place is bristling with tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind. I see. Here to challenge Godric and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you? You can see it then, I take it. The guidance of grace.
Well, yes.
Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this guidance for the longest time. Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here, to the lands between. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? As a fellow tarnished, once guided by grace, I'd love to help you out, if it please.
Spinning weapon. Yes, I believe I will learn this. Anywho, that was Roger, or however you pronounce them. Had to get rid of those two. Didn't have a choice. Oh, I thought it was a door. Say, you know, even though I've played a little bit on this game, I'm still learning a lot. I'm always finding new hidden things that I, you know, never seen before. I'm going to show you what this is in just a moment. But first, we kind of need to get into a little safer of a spot. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it opened up from the side or not. I just wanted to make sure. No, I'm not interested in fighting you. Get this axe. I have no use for it. good time to go ahead and equip this torch. That way we can pull it out when we need it. I can't remember what's over here. I couldn't remember if it's important. I think it's important to faith build, so I'll go ahead and get it because ultimately see this character becoming, you know, doing some faith, especially towards the +1. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Yeah, that it was for faith because you needed this Godslayer seal. And then that's one of the spells for it. So yeah, it was a faith thing. I couldn't remember. But if you are going down faith, that would be that's actually a very good thing to find. I tried faith. It just faith just was not for me. At least at the beginning. I'm going to try it again, and that's actually what I'm going to. This character is going to be arcane. I mean, you know, sorcerer, glintstone sorcery, that kind of thing. But my next character is going to be, and it's going to be faith-based, and I'm going to play that on Restream with Twitch and Kick. Except for I'm not going to do like I did with this character. I'm not going to start as a wretched, and I'm not going to watch all the cutscenes. I'm just going to play, but I'm going to play the faith class. Or I think they call it a prophet or something in here. Oh, you little bitch. Get away from me. Ugh. All that because this is where we need it to be. Except for there's one more, excuse me, one more thing I want to do here before we take on the big guy. Right there. Actually, there's a few things. I want to do this too. I think people underestimate doing this. Not necessarily that, but more specifically, trying to, over here. I didn't want to fight him. Anyway, how to get the crack pots. That's what you use to create potions and different things. There's another thing that's up here if I remember. Can't remember if it's for our class or not. Oh, that just gives us our grace that I missed. Anyway, we're gonna go back up. No reason to be down there. At least no reason to be there yet. Let's see. Gotta go past these pots. Go over here. Wait. Yeah. There's something here. There was something. I think it's over. Yeah, it's over there. Oh, okay. I remember now. Some of this you have to really think about. They're tricky with it. Like, you have to jump up here, and then you can walk around this thing. And then when you get over here... See, it's hard because you need to hold the button to be able to kind of do a run and jump. Because I don't think just a regular jump is going to give you the distance. And it's hard to do because if you push the button to do a regular jump, it also is the button to do a back step. Ah, there we go. Got it. Okay, so what am I looking at? I haven't been here in a while. Visions of life. If only I had a stomach. Okay. I can't really remember what's up here. So far, it's just a bunch of little things. Smithing stones and... Trina Lily. You know, like I said, for sleep. I have no idea where I'm at, by the way. Is this it? All of that for a smithing stone. Surely what you seek is somewhere close by. Oh, that's not a, see how it doesn't give you the option to do a, what do you call that? Like an applaud thing. So it makes me, yeah. So that's a hint in the game, and that's not a character leaving it, because if it was one of us leaving it, like if I left an actual message in the game, people can rate it. So that was from FromSoft themselves. How nice of them. Try here. There's... Oh, okay. That motherfucker. He's... Oh. I thought he told... Like, I thought he put... In this game, like I said, people put these messages down. And sometimes they will put these messages and say, precious item, jump ahead or something. And you're like, oh, okay. And you'll go jump and then you'll die. they'll leave what I call troll messages. And I thought that was what one of them was, to get me to jump there. Okay, why won't you let me touch the item? You're gonna make me, like, get on top of there and play a balancing game? There. It was worth it. It was a golden rune 5. Rainbow stone. Those are really only useful for, like, if you're trying to lay down a path that you can remember. So all of that we did, every bit of it, the ultimate in-game reward was just to be able to have that door unlocked. Wow. Anyway, let's go fight the boss. Now, if you go down there and do all this parkour mess, there is one of those golden seed beasts that I was telling you about, and they will give you they'll give you another golden seed, but you have to fight them to get it, and they are not easy. At least they're not easy to me. I'm not one of these people that play this game and walk around thinking that they're the best in the world or something. I don't care about you.
Be proud. You were a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice of master. Let the winds lift you to a higher place. Well, who do we have here? Tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of Godric's lot. I am Nefeli Lu. Tarnished and warrior, like you. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godric's ill befits a lord.
Oh.
He's tainted the very winds.
I'm in the middle of a conversation. Rude. Continue.
If you intend to challenge Godric, I ask you call upon me. The winds run foul with his deeds. I'm certain father would permit me aid the fight.
All right. So now that we talked to her, that's why I had to come back down here, ultimately, and to get this. Another golden seed. But, oh, I didn't even know about this. See? A whole other thing I didn't know. So, we are going to take on the boss of Stormveil Castle, the Lord of all that is golden. See, now that time it took 2 golden seeds to add a charge. Alright. Now we need to summon her. It's hard to see there. But there's her summon sign. It takes a little while in this game for the people to summon. I always typically wait until their characters, you know, totally pops up. And specifically, I wait till where I can see their health bar on my screen.
My
dragon. Thou'rt a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well... A lowly tarnished. Playing as a lord. I command thee, kneel! I am the lord of all that is golden.
Whatever you say there, Godric. Whatever you say. These fights. I don't think I should have leveled up my little trophies. Ah, didn't get it in. You might need to go see a doctor.
Truest of dragons. Lend me thy strength.
That cannot be sanitary. Trying to do something, but it didn't work for me. I knew it was going to happen. I always die the first time. I never get the one-shot kills. But it's okay. We just got to go back real quickly, knock them down. But I ain't got to watch the cutscenes no more since y'all seen them already, so... I'm gonna wait to summon the dogs. Got me with one of them. No, don't touch me. Close. Okay, so now he's doing his little crazy stunt, so we'll fill up. I always leave that part. hard for me, didn't it? Oh! Oh, God. He kicked my ass. Okay. Let me look at this a little bit differently. So remember what I told you about the crafting items? Well, looks like we can craft us 2 fire pots. I don't know if that's going to do us anything, but we will try. Also got a bunch of these little bones. I don't think any of that's going to help us. So we'll put that item here so that we have it available. This boosts fire damage negation. So remember when I was telling you that there's certain food items that you can eat? That's one of them, and we're going to do that now. Since he seems to make, you know... Actually, we're not going to do it now. What I'm going to do is just temporarily equip it, because I don't want to actually use it until the start of his second phase. I'll just put the dogs out to make this easier and quicker. Oh. I didn't think to use that one. I'm going to use this one. Alright, he's getting ready for phase 2. Alright, now phase 2 is where we're gonna do this. It's gonna help us with this final mess. If I can get him to stop fucking hitting me with it for 2 seconds, shit. God damn! Get off of me! There's like a whole bunch of people to fight here other than just little old me. Come on, can't you beat up on her for a little while? Back, play it smart. Oh shit!
I am the Lord.
Yeah, he got him.
Of all that is. We'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Godric's Great Rune. We got it. And the Remembrance of the Grafted. Alright, so this is where I'm going to end the stream for today. I figure collecting one of the main runes should be a good stopping place. The next time I play, we'll continue off from this spot from right here, because I'm not going to play this character except for on YouTube. And we will begin our journey into Rhea Lucaria to get that Red Wolf Radagon and that horrible, horrible boss, Renala. And when we actually fight her, you'll see real quickly why she is such a pain in the ass. But once again, I thank everybody for joining in today and being here while we play. And thank you all for watching.